check on the creep kills later as we see a big fight here. I think they will pick off Warlock, and that's huge. They pick off the Warlock before he got his ult off, but this Juggernaut is going to be coming back in. Oh, a little bit unfortunate here. A lot of creep took a lot of damage, but they will pick off the Destroyer. They will pick off the CM, so not too bad here. I think they're going to go for the Vices here. Vices is taking a bit of damage from Juggernaut. Someone just lost his Aegis. That is Slaughter here. A big bolt coming your way here as they do. The Kunkka is a very resilient hero as well. As the Vices getting bright click. Vices definitely in trouble. Vice getting picked off as well, so I'm not too sure what went wrong for the Sentinel here, but I think they will pick off. No, Slaughter will be okay. Slaughter should have his blink by cooldown. Yeah, blink is gonna be okay. I think he's gonna stick around for a blink. Definitely gonna go for Juggernaut. Juggernaut will be okay. So just trading kills back and forth. I thought Scourge had the advantage here, but Kunkka just polished off everyone. Wow, that assault carrier is just, I'm not sure if no one's focusing on him or just made him very, very resilient. He just stood in that team fight, cleaving, you know, bolting, torrenting, doing whatever he can, helping out his teammate. Look at his mana, it's all depleted. And with that, I think they could do a lot of damage on this tower, if not take it. Yeah, they are taking this tower, and they are also mid tower for Scourge is also under some heavy harassment here. So, I'm not sure who won that team fight, but definitely the Sentinel had a favorable outcome after that. They did pick off a tower here. If you look at the tower count, it's definitely 5 for Sentinel and 3 for Scourge here. So Sentinel is actually leading the game very, very well. The only thing that are not going for them is the single team fight they have lost here at the Roshan, where Mushi went baller status and went for the Roshan steal, but a little bit unfortunate. It didn't work out for them that way. But this game still have a lot of time to go, so I won't count the Scourge out yet. I mean, these are professional players. Starsboba is a very professional, good team, so I don't want to count them out yet. And just for the sake of them playing such novelty heroes such as, you know, Shadow Priest, Slaughter, you know, the Juggernaut and Warlock mid solo, you just generally don't see this hero in these kind of role anymore. So I'm definitely rooting for them in terms of the novelty factor here. But meanwhile, on the Sentinel, dude, just definitely, if you look at one, I always say this in my commentaries, if you just jump into the game, you know, or if you're just a mid-game after a couple big team fights, you're not too sure who is winning, just look at the creep lines. If all the creeps on every single lane is pushed very, very close to the tower, you're losing a lot of map control. You can't really farm too far out without, you know, proper warding, or if you have a low Dark's Edge or something like that. But you can't really venture out too far in fear of being ganked and everything. So that's when you know you're kind of on the back pedal of things. Of course, doesn't mean you're gonna lose, but definitely that means you're gonna stress on your support player a lot more in terms of needing more wards and needing more TPs to support and everything. So yeah, just one good way to judge whether you're losing or winning, or winning or losing is through the group side. As we see an initiation going off on the Juggernaut here. I'm not sure why Devenge thinking he's so baller. He's definitely gonna eat an ult. Yeah, he's definitely eating an ult here. But no, yeah, he baited out the ult. Oh my god, he totally cock baited out the ult on Slaughter here. But I think that was a poor bait, as he was holding a gem too. So this gem, I'm not sure. Are they noticed this gem? They definitely did not notice gem. Someone picked up a gem. Okay, no, they actually killed the gem. Okay, so not a bad choice here. So the Vengeful Spirit actually baiting out the ultimate from Juggernaut, but trading his life and the gem for it. So not too sure whether that's the best of choice. Maybe he was expecting teammate support, but the teammates ran back seeing there was a Slaughter. But with this, I think the Scourge can and will push on this Sentinel top tower here. They are doing just this, and even if they're not pushing, they should be putting some big damage. As we see, Mushi is still at bottom lane. He does have BKB and a teleportation scroll, so he could TP in if a big team fight breaks out here. As we see Mushi gonna be TPing in. There is gonna be Inferno coming in. There is gonna be some cast and Grave Show. They're gonna focus on Witch Doctor. Focus Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor goes down immediately. We see Mushi being focused on by the Juggernaut's illusions. Everything. We see the BKB Slaughter coming in, stunning absolutely everything. They are gonna focus on Kunkka. Kunkka is gonna hit being some big damage. No, but they will pick off Slaughter. Slaughter. Oh, it's gonna eat a big blow to his face. Meanwhile, we see Destroy come back in. Destroy is gonna be okay. No ult on the no ult on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut is going to take so much damage from just absolutely everything here, and this is just a high intense, high action game as we see kills being traded back and forth. And wow, I mean, this is just one crazy game. 40 minutes in, the game is so even, 32 and 29 tower kills, pretty much even ammo, forced to buy back. Not too sure why he's bought back. Yeah, oh, maybe he bought back to teleport in case the Juggernaut came back or something. I'm not too sure whether that buyback was necessary, but I mean, Scourge definitely have a great team synergy in terms of a lot of the minus armor with the weave, definitely giving themselves a lot of plus armor. Of course, the minus armor in terms of slaughter. And it won't surprise me too much if the Juggernaut picks up a Desolator next to even to go for more minus armor. It wouldn't hurt, surprise me at all. But I have to say that that team fight was really well played by Sentinel here. It was really well played on both sides, but Mushi was just, I mean, he did a good job. He popped this BKB, knowing that the other team with Juggernaut and the Slaughter could still right-click them. So he popped his BKB, focused down on the Witch Doctor. If you've been paying attention to all the team fights, they definitely want the Witch Doctor out of the fight. And, I mean, his Voodoo Restoration is just really, really annoying. So they definitely want him out of the fight. So they did just that. They picked off the really support hero. They picked off Shadow Piece. They picked off Witch Doctor with the BKB-ness of the Destroyer. And after that, Destroyer started getting focused by. Oh wow! What a quick blink into Juggernaut. Juggernaut probably in trouble. Even though he did not kill Juggernaut, he definitely canceled the TP scroll. So that's not all lost for the Destroyer there. But I was talking about Mushi here. What he did really well is he made Juggernaut and Slaughter really focus or pay a lot of attention on them. But just before they killed him, Mushi imprisoned himself. So and then that just set up for a perfect bolt for his teammate Kunkka there. So I mean that was really well played. Well played gank or well played team fight for Mushi there. So let's see what's gonna happen next. We see the Roshan attempt number 3 going on here, and I think do they have the map control? Wow, really nice healing ward placement. No, but no. Familiar says F no. I'm gonna take off your ward here, and we see a big team fight going. They are gonna send the Visage in again. Vice is very durable hero. I think he is taking some big damage as a big bolt gonna come in. Upheaval just, oh my god, slowing absolutely everything here, but a big cluster F as a Crystal Maiden using his ultimate, lagging absolutely everything. We do see Dazzle falling off, but Kunkka pick up kills in here or there. I think these are duking out kills, and I think that's, oh my god, the Juggernaut is gonna be in trouble at this point. No, Kunkka is in trouble as well. Kunkka is in trouble. A big quick blink. I think Mushi, I'm not sure why is Mushi going back, and I think Mushi was he suiciding for his teammate or maybe a misclick? But wow, Sentinel losing the team fight. They win every single team fight except when it comes to Roshan. So I don't know what's going on. They win every single team fight except when it comes to Roshan. There is a couple explanations for this, but none of it makes a lot of sense. My first explanation is that maybe because they're fighting in such of a small choke point area, so the cast would be bouncing a lot, the ult will be bouncing a lot, and everything, like the upheaval will be affecting a lot. But also on the other side of the coin, if they're fighting in a very small area, that bolt is gonna hit everything, the ult from Destroyer is gonna hit everything, and the Crystal Maiden is gonna hit a lot of units. So I mean that big AOE, the small area shouldn't affect either team too much. Another reason I was thinking is that maybe because Visage was forced to run in, and they just dealt a lot of damage on him very quickly. In all of the team fights here, in all of the previous team fights, it has had a Scourge on the offensive, and meanwhile the Sentinel team was extremely resilient. They survived all the initiation, and then they counter killed, and then they return killed. So maybe that was the difference there, where they forced the Visage to run in here, and with that, I think the Sentinel is gonna lose mid racks. Wow, so what turnaround this game has been. And the Scourge definitely not even gonna stick around for the melee, for the range racks. They got the melee racks, so they're gonna just TP hell out. Slaughter has cheese, has BKB. He is gonna go for I think an AC of his own, so definitely more minus armor in terms of that as well. So let's see what Juggernaut's going. Oh, Juggernaut is going Basher. What a ballsy play. I have to say, I'm loving Starsboba more and more. And I mean, you may be thinking, what the hell is a Basher? It's just a very pub item. Basher is an ultimate counter to BKB. I mean, BKB grants you magic immunity, but there's nothing you do when they're bashing you like crazy, and it's definitely a great counter against a destroyer, a BKB destroyer. Of course, I still think the Juggernaut need a BKB of his own, as my frame rate is just lagging balls here. But definitely Basher not a bad item here. Does give him some nice bonus damage as well here. But we'll see how this plays out. Warlock finally does have his Hex here. I'm going to talk about some item progression here. You see Mushi pretty much in the same item here. Let's see how much gold he has. He has 1,300 gold or so. That's my frame rate. I hope my frame rate gets fixed soon here. I don't want this game to be lagging really hardcore when there's a big team fight here. And with the mid lane being pushed, I think they could focus on the bottom lane here, as the Scourge is doing here. They will pick off this tower here. I think they will back off after that. Wow, my frame is just lagging really much. So wow. No, should be okay now. I think it's okay. If not okay, I would announce a pause at least for the MP3 guys. And then I'll probably look into what I could fix here, but I'm gonna persist with this FPS for just a little bit, and then we'll see how this plays out. But looking at the item progression, we do see Warlock. He does finally have a Hex stick. He is at 141 creep kill. Meanwhile, the Juggernaut at 175, Slaughter 106. So it's still really bad farming for the Scourge. Meanwhile, Sentinel 220 creep kills, 249 creep kills. So this is some nice farming for the Sentinel here, but despite of the nice farming, it hasn't translated into some big team fights when it counted. Every time when a big team fights when it count, the Scourge has been winning it. When I say big team fight when it counts, it means getting the Roshan, all 3 times. Getting mid racks. Those are the team fights that it counts the most. Sentinel definitely winning the other team fights, and more power to them. But the team fight they're losing now is definitely not too good for their health here. So we see. Let me see what Juggernaut's going next. Juggernaut is at 3,300 gold. So I hope it's gonna be a Butterfly here. Butterfly will help out very immensely here, especially against the Destroyer here. Oh, he does have Butterfly already. Wow. So this guy is farming like a beast. The reason why it's gonna help out is the 30% dodge. I mean, imagine the Destroyer missing a couple of his orbs. That's it could make it break a big team fight. So we see. Oh my God. Oh, are you serious? Did you get juked out a second time? Come on, man. Come on, Juggernaut. Maybe he was hoping for a little bit of perma bashing on the Venge, or maybe he was also hoping for the Venge just not paying attention, not activating his Ghost Staff. But that was the second time he got juked out here. Fortunately for Juggernaut, no, not fortunately, that's a 90-second cooldown's ult, dude. Or 100-second cooldown's ult. So I can't say that was the best move for Juggernaut here. But whatever. I don't think this either team is looking forward to a big push here. I'm really also interested to see what Destroyer is gonna pick up next. It is an ultimate orb, so I'm guessing it's gonna be Scotty. Although Scotty is very interesting here. I'm not too sure whether the dual orb stack. I think if you have it on auto cast, it might stack. I guess it will stack if you have it on auto cast, because on Scotty on a range hero doesn't count as an orb. So we'll see how it works out. I guess it's gonna be a Scotty. I don't see any other choice that he might be making, but we'll see though. I don't think it's gonna be Lincoln. So let's see. Juggernaut, nope, no new items. We do see a Ghost Scepter on Witch Doctor. Let me see if the Warlock, no, Warlock has, wow, Refresher. Man, I mean, this is what I mean. Starsboba is just pulling out all the aces in a hole here. I mean, all these items seem very published until you see pro players bring it out and showcasing how good they are. Definitely Refresher Warlock is a huge, big AoE stun, and you could pull it out once or twice. It's definitely very good. And this Refresher Orb does make him very resilient. And speaking of Refresher Orb, nope, never mind. I was gonna say, wouldn't it be great if the Obsidian Destroyer also made a Refresher Orb? I mean, because his ult does a heck lot of damage too, but unfortunately, Refresher Orb takes Perseverance and Oblivion Staff, not a Ultimate Orb. So a little bit of mind fart from my part there. So now both team has rescinded into free farming on both sides. So I apologize for a little bit of a lull in action here. Let's see what Kunkka is actually making next.